Thrombophlebitis of the arm veins. Thrombophlebitis of the arm is in most cases due to a peripheral venous access, making it a common reason for consultation and a frequent complication on the ward. It is generally harmless and can be treated conservatively. In cases of recurrent thrombophlebitis without an obvious cause, malignancy should be ruled out. Keyword: migratory saltatory thrombophlebitis. Case example: a 53-year-old female patient who received intravenous antibiotic therapy for a lobar pneumonia presents with thrombophlebitis of the median cubital vein while the cannula is still in place. Sonography also reveals an intraluminal thrombus approximately 3 centimeters in length. Does the patient require oral anticoagulation? Definition: short segment thrombosis of a superficial vein with accompanying inflammation of the venous wall. Most commonly in the antecubital fossa, forearm, and hand, rarely in the upper arm. Typical patient: patient with peripheral venous access, may have been placed several days or weeks prior, so history is important. In younger patients, sometimes a history of recurrent thrombophlebitis in the arms. Migratory saltatory thrombophlebitis as a differential diagnosis. Consider neoplasia in these cases, but always phrase cautiously. Not infrequently, known or as yet undiagnosed. Thrombophilia. Typical on-call situation: inpatient with an indwelling cannula and a painful reddened cord. Presentation to the emergency department with similar symptoms, usually following recent infusion therapy. Diagnostics: clinical examination, usually a visual diagnosis. Laboratory tests, usually unnecessary and without consequence. Sonography: thrombus, thickened venous wall. Further diagnostics are rarely indicated. Therapy: conservative. Indications: in cases with mild and regressing findings possible and indicated in the vast majority of cases. Procedure: remove the cannula. Switch medication to oral administration if possible, or discontinue oral pain management if access is still needed. Place a new one contralaterally, or insert a central venous catheter. Anti-inflammatory ointments if necessary. Heparin ointment, cooling elastic compression bandaging, as tolerated. Anticoagulation usually not necessary, only in cases of progressive findings, if the deep venous system is involved. Fondaparinux, Arixtra, prophylactically 2.5 mg once daily, or therapeutically 7.5 mg once daily. Surgical indications: in cases of marked swelling and redness over the thrombus worsening despite conservative measures. Procedure: expressing the thrombus through a small incision. Antiseptic dressings. Call the on-call consultant at night. Usually not necessary. Information the following day is sufficient. Tips and tricks: conservative treatment is usually possible. Anticoagulation is only rarely indicated, e.g., if the deep venous system is involved. Antibiotic therapy is only necessary in cases with pronounced findings. Consider paraneoplasia if there is no clearly identifiable cause, or, in cases with changing localization, saltatory or migratory thrombophlebitis. Also consider an as yet undiagnosed tumor, e.g., testicular tumor in young men, or autoimmune diseases. Further evaluation should be initiated or at least recommended. Continuation of case study: oral anticoagulation is generally not necessary. It is sufficient to remove the cannula, cool the inflamed area, and treat it with analgesic ointments. Under these measures, the findings usually resolve completely within 1 to 2 weeks. Antibiotic therapy is only necessary in exceptional cases.